All right, this Hangout on Air is live. Good evening, everybody. My name is Chuck Boulay. I'd like to welcome you to my name is Chuck Boulay. Let me pronounce that very clearly. Welcome to the Thursday night Hangout webinar for the Totally Empowered team of Automated Wealth Network, Instant Payday, Power Lead System, and Empower Network. I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. As I said, this is our Thursday night webinar that we hold every Thursday night at 9 o'clock. We have not done it for the last couple of weeks, frankly, because I've had some health issues that snuck up on me and kicked me in the back of the head. So we had some other things going on, and I do apologize for that, but no one can predict health issues. So that's all I'll say about that. And it was not any social disease or anything like that. So don't worry about that. Again, tonight, what do you got to say there, old man? Yeah, okay, thanks. That's enough. But I would like to welcome everybody. Let me do a quick check here. Make sure. Where am I? Make sure that we're live and everything's going. There we are. Okay. If you notice, to this side of the screen is, where am I? Here we are. This side of the screen is the question and answer box. Please introduce yourself, type in, say hello to us, tell us where you're from, and any questions you may have throughout the webinar, please put them in there and we will get to them as soon as we can. If we don't get to them right away, or if it seems as though we skip over your question, chances are we're holding it out so that we can say it out loud, so that everyone can benefit from your question and the answer. If it's a different kind of question, we may just answer it via keyboard and answer you directly. One thing we are going to try tonight, if the occasion arises, is we now have the ability to bring you people, our viewers, in as co-presenters, and you can actually, as long as you have a camera and a microphone, you can ask your question live and join us as though you're actually with us here. So we'll try that a little later if the need arises. Excuse me, I also had a late dinner, and it's catching up to me here. We are pretty informal here. So that's because we all know each other, and we've been around each other for quite a while. And we had a meeting beforehand to talk about certain things. So we've already been here for an hour, and we're already punchy as all get out. Again, let me just make sure. Let me look at the room. Okay, got people coming in. Chat's working. All right, everything's going good. So what I'd like to do right now is what I do every week. I'd like to introduce our panel of experts. What's the old definition of an expert? Has been something or other? Expert. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Or is that joke like dead? All right, never mind. Starting from my left, I'd like to introduce Mr. Dana Beck from North Carolina, right?
Yep, Charlotte, North Carolina.
Charlotte, North Carolina. Tell us, say hi, Dana. Tell us what's going on.
Good evening, everybody. I'm excited about tonight and looking forward to a great night of learning and just discussing tactics and everything else. So, welcome, everybody.
Thank you. Very eloquent. Very well said. And next to him is Mr. Doss Hampshire from Louisiana?
Mississippi at the moment.
Oh, man, every week.
Oh, say, I was in Louisiana most of the day. But
oh, okay.
Anyway, yeah, we had a great pre-meeting. I hope this just keeps right on rolling, and we can keep dispensing information and help some people out. That's what it's all about.
Yeah. Please, please feel free to ask your questions, any questions you may have about the system that you're working on, anything we can do to help. Again, we're pretty informal here, and we will keep this to an hour. We're very strict about that because we do respect your time. So moving on. Thanks, Doss. Moving on.
Yes, sir.
Did you have anything else to add?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
At
Well,
this point.
feel free. Moving on is Mr. Glenn Fox from Western Pennsylvania. I always remember where Glenn's from because he's only a few hundred miles away from me. So for some reason, that always sticks in my brain. Hey, Glenn, how are you? What's going on?
I'm doing wonderful, Chuck, and thanks for that introduction. Actually, you didn't give me one tonight, but I was just thinking you usually come up with some great superlative to describe me.
Okay.
But I just wanted to let you know that every day I get better compliments. I take my dog to the park, and people walk by and say, "Oh, he's so beautiful. Oh, what a cute guy. Oh, wow."
They're talking to your dog, aren't they?
No. Now, the dog really does think they're talking to him, but since I'm standing right beside the dog, I'm sure they're not talking to the dog. Anyway,
Well,
it's good to be here tonight.
I was just saying this to a friend of mine tonight. Dogs are a great way to meet people. This is a sexist remark, but I used to call them chick magnets. I used to meet more women with my dog. But anyway, moving along with that. How are things going for you, Glenn? You're still over with Instant Payday, right?
They're going very well.
Good.
We're still building Instant Payday Network, Empower Network, and iPass.
Awesome.
And a little bit with Automated Wealth Network as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We have a lot of tools available to us in this on our team, and I kind of wanted to bring it all together. That was the purpose of this this hangout tonight. That's the topic of this hangout, is to just let everybody know what we have and what's available to you and how to use it and how to bring it all together and make yourself some money. And we're all here. We're all gonna do that for you. Hopefully, Norman will join us in about 5 minutes, but we'll see what's going to happen there. Next in line is the ever ebullient. I'll call Lorraine ebullient tonight. The ever ebullient Lorraine Menza from Chicago.
Yeah, speaking of Chicago, we have had a run of rainy weather. I don't know about you guys, but it's been rain, 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 rain. And so we're going to be reining in the information tonight. So Chuck and Pete are going to give you great information on the Power Lead system. With that said, I'm out.
Okay. All right. Boy, everybody's so chatty tonight. Next in line is the newest member to the leadership team here, Mr. Pete Ketchab from Washington State. Hey, Peter, how are you, buddy?
Doing good. Hey, I love what Lorraine said. She said it's raining here, so leave me alone.
Why's that?
Well, she said it's raining here, so leave me alone. She doesn't want to talk.
Got ya. Got ya. I hear
But
ya.
it's actually sunny here, so she's making us do all the talking today, I guess. That's what we get for having nice temperatures. But I've been loving beginning of the summer here. It's been 90 to 100 degrees, so been enjoying it away from my computer. I should be working more, but the weather keeps pulling me away. But still doing pretty good. I'm actually well invested with AWN, so Automated Wealth Network guys. If you're also part of the network, take advantage of all the training. Really learn and apply what you see on there, because changes are coming and it might not always be there for you. So that's kind of what I always tell my members is, don't just watch the video and say that's a lot of cool stuff and walk away. Take it and apply it. That's how you're going to get a lot of great results, and that's how the wheels of your business are going to keep turning on a daily basis, guys. So always promote before you go out there and watch new information, or start spending time on Facebook. Promote first, and you'll see great results with your business. That's how I do it.
Massive action, right? That's what it's all about.
That's right.
Go through the training, and we'll get into that. We'll get into that a little later. Thanks, Pete. And last but certainly not least is the ever ebullient sub 2, Stephanie Arwine. Hey, Stephanie, how are you from Arkansas?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm in Arkansas by way of Texas. I got to spend some time with my daughter this week. Went out there, went south to Texas Saturday, and literally drove back this afternoon. Took a quick shower and got on a hangout in my pajamas. I don't have a problem telling you that. In my pajamas to join you for our hangout tonight. I always think it's fun. I'm surprised Lorraine didn't say this tonight because she usually does. She usually beats me to the punch. But make sure you have your pens out. I know I do. Right before the meeting, we did have an hour-long leadership training. Right before there you go, Chuck. Right, that we had a leadership training right before this meeting. It's from an hour ago, and I've got notes already from some things that we talked about. And one of the things, my takeaways, real quick, but I want everybody that's on the call tonight is to realize one thing, that everybody that's on this panel is still learning. I don't care how much experience we have, we continue to learn. And we not only learn from our big sponsor, the man, the one and only Chuck, but we also learn from each other. And that's what's so great about it, because this is a team build. And what I mean by team build is that you can always ask if you have a question. If you don't know the answer, ask. And if I don't know the answer, I'll find somebody who does. And if Chuck doesn't know the answer, he'll go and find somebody that does. Most of the time he does. But anyway, if he doesn't, I know that he'll find out. So guys, take your pen, and I'm rambling on just to give anybody else an opportunity to get on that's not on the Hangout already. But get your pen out and prepare to take notes. I know I am, because we're going to be talking about PLS tonight in deep detail. And although I'm using it, there's a lot of things that I can learn. So I'm ready, Chuck. I'm ready, Pete. Start teaching me.
Okay, nobody's buying it, Stephanie. Nobody's buying it.
Chuck, for those who don't know, for the young people, we may need to remind them that they used to have little sticks that if you rub them against a piece of paper, they scratched little hieroglyphics on there, and that's what Stephanie's talking about.
Yeah, pencils and paper.
If you have an iPhone 6, I'm sure that's where you're taking your notes, or a Galaxy or something.
Yeah, that reminds me of the joke that I heard on the Larry Wilmore show this week when, what's Jenner's first name now? Bruce Jenner's...
His name's Bruce.
Caitlyn.
Caitlyn Jenner, 65 years old, is the oldest woman to appear on the cover of Vanity Fair magazine. And 90% of the under 20-year-olds are asking, what's a magazine? So, yeah. Thanks, Glenn. I appreciate that. Okay, thank you very much, folks. I don't know how much note-taking you're going to need to do tonight. Tonight is really kind of an amalgam of what we've covered in the past weeks. We've done a lot of technical training, a lot of YouTube training, how to set up your channel. Excuse me, I'm a little dry because of the medication I'm taking, so I'm going to be sipping a lot of diet soda. But as you can see, we represent not a lot of opportunities, but we represent Instant Payday Network, Automated Wealth Network, Power Lead System, and Empower Network. Those are our main companies that we represent. And many of us are recent transferees, if you will, from Instant Payday Network to Automated Wealth Network. And personally, there's absolutely nothing wrong with Instant Payday Network. As a matter of fact, done correctly, you can make a lot more money in Instant Payday Network than you can with Automated Wealth Network. Personally, I decided to test the Automated Wealth Network as a marketing system several weeks ago, probably about 6 weeks ago. I decided to get involved with Automated Wealth Network. I looked at what they had to offer, and basically they're the exact same thing as Instant Payday Network. It's the same philosophy. We give you a free business to get started out on. Excuse me, a free way to make money. You don't have to necessarily spend money to get started in the business. If you do have to spend money, it's a nominal amount. Compared to what you would have to spend in order to buy these businesses in a box that come out 3, 4, 5 times a day. But AWN is basically, it's the same philosophy but updated from Instant Payday Network. Instant Payday Network came out in 2012. I joined it about 2.5 years ago, and I made a ton of money with it. I continue to make money because people are seeing some of my old videos and going to Instant Payday Network and completing the process over there. So I have not abandoned Instant Payday Network at all. I've basically taken on AWN, and the reason I did that was because it is updated, and that was the main thinking in my decision-making process was the updated training and the expanded training. A lot of what AWN teaches is more applicable to marketing philosophies today. There's more YouTube training in not more, but it's it goes into more depth, and certainly it's been updated to Google changes in YouTube. If you look at Instant Payday, a lot of the videos over there reference things that simply aren't on YouTube, for instance, anymore. There's quite a bit of time spent on Craigslist training, and Craigslist has evolved in the last 2.5 years to much like Facebook, where they want to keep you on their site. Craigslist and Facebook both want to make money for themselves. Therefore, they've taken a lot of steps to discourage independent marketers like ourselves from using their platforms as advertising platforms in order to promote our own businesses. So that's kind of a long-winded way of saying that in 2.5 years, Craigslist has pretty much, I don't want to say gone the wayside, but it's much more difficult to advertise Instant Payday or AWN on Craigslist now. And that's simply because Craigslist has expanded to what they wanted to do. They want to make money for themselves. They don't want you taking people from Craigslist to another website because they don't make any money doing that. So they've limited memberships, numbers of times you can post per day, and things like that. So in AWN, there's less of a focus on Craigslist and that kind of advertising than there is on Instant Payday. And it cascades from all the training. In addition to that, there's a lot of more advanced concepts in AWN that Jeff Buchanan never covered. Paid traffic has been out of the picture in IPDN for a long time, and there's quite a bit of training on paid traffic and paid advertising, solo ads, things like that are much more applicable to today's internet marketing strategies, and that's covered by Tim and Mike over on AWN. And if you're in AWN and you haven't taken advantage of all of the training there, I highly recommend that you do that, and you do that as soon as possible. Go through the training and study it. Don't try to become an expert, okay, with AWN. Don't try to become an expert with everything. Watch the training once all the way through, twice maximum. But as Pete and I were joking around earlier, you're not going to make money by studying. You're not going to make money by becoming an expert in the training. You're going to make money by marketing and taking massive action, okay? And that's a term that's thrown around quite a bit in marketing. And guys on the panel, jump in anytime and add anything if you want. I don't want this to be a lecture. I'd like you guys to contribute as much as you can. Lorraine's back. I didn't even know she left. But the fact is, don't try to become an expert in the training. Gather as much as you can from the training. Find what you feel comfortable with as far as marketing is concerned, and then implement it. Okay?
And Chuck, say something real quick.
Absolutely, please do.
Yeah, that's how you master it. And then apply it. Once you apply it, go on to the next module or next area of learning, apply that, and that's how you grow, and that's how you develop in your expertise and in your understanding, by working on one specific point. And then again, as Chuck said, you apply it and then move on to the next one. And that's how you grow.
Absolutely. And just to show you how informed I have 2 dogs. The dog channel playing right now. Yes, there is actually a cable channel called the dog channel that keeps my dogs very calm during this hour. And the TV was a little loud, so I went to turn it down. I didn't want it to interfere here. Anyway, if you didn't understand any of that, don't worry about it. It didn't make any sense anyway. But the fact is, what I wanted to show you tonight was the AWN website. And let me pull it up here. And do a little screen sharing. And everyone here should be familiar with this. Guys on the panel here, please let me know that this is. Can you see that okay?
You're
Yes.
good.
Okay, great. This is the Automated Wealth Network website. Okay, this is the basic website. Once you qualify and complete your 1 credit worth of offers, and that's another difference between AWN and Instant Payday. In order to qualify over an Instant Payday, you had to satisfy 2 credits: 1 credit with Express My Cash freebies and 1 credit with Double My Cash freebies in order to be fully qualified under the program. AWN makes it even easier in that they have negotiated exclusive offers with My Cash freebies that allow you to get paid when someone completes only 1 credit. Therefore, it's easier to qualify, fully qualify, for Automated Wealth Network, okay? And that's the bare minimum. You do have to qualify, you do have to complete 1 credit worth of offers in order to qualify for the system, okay? Can you guys see the mouse okay?
No
Anybody?
mouse. Yeah, there he is. We see
Okay,
you.
great, okay. And the first thing you should do, obviously, is watch the
Hey
welcome
guys,
video.
welcome to AWN.
Okay,
This
I'm not
is-
going to get into it. I'm not going to play it all. But everything is, everything for Automated Wealth Network is included right here. As you can see, you have the orientation videos, and it's all
Hey
done.
guys, welcome to the inside
Whoops.
of Automated Wealth Network.
Okay. Step 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, it's very self-explanatory, very compact, and you literally can just move through the program. You know, you can move through the training very quickly and very easily. When you open up the training center, marketing basics, fundamentals, what is traffic? I mean, it really gets into some social media traffic. It really gets into some basic but well played out training, okay? And a lot of this just wasn't available when Jeff Buchanan set up Instant Payday 2.5 years ago. And what Jeff and Tim have done is they have done videos on their own, based on their own experience and their own knowledge, and have covered some very advanced strategies that you would have to actually pay hundreds, if not thousands of dollars in order to obtain. They go into installing WordPress, setting up your own WordPress sites. They get into the advanced concepts of building your own bridge page that bridges from your link, your capture page, to the AWN capture pages so that people see your face before they see Tim and Mike's face, okay? That is really a critical piece of information that has statistically been found to increase your sales. And I'm just pulling that out as an example of the kind of advanced training that's available in Automated Wealth Network. Then they also, and don't skip this, they provide a program that used to cost, I think it's $249 or $349, called Six Figure Secrets. And it talks about how to build your business, a business as simple as Automated Wealth Network, into a six-figure business, meaning that you could easily make $100,000 or more per year by just following this program. And this system is still on sale, and it costs multiple hundreds of dollars. I know that for a fact. I don't want to quote the actual amount because I'm not sure what it is. I know it's at least $249. Pete, do you happen to know what the cost of this is if you buy it separately?
Which one are you talking about?
Six Figure Secrets?
I do not.
Okay. The point is,
it was basically an event that they paid like $1,000 ahead to attend, so that's where they trained from. Yeah.
Okay, so this alone would cost you $1,000 to get. So basically, who's wrinkling up paper? For completing 1 credit worth of free corporate offers, you're getting training that already is worth at least $1,000. In addition to that, you're getting access to your sponsor. You're getting access to a personal coach. And for anyone who's seen one of my videos, you guys know that I spent $10,000 for personal coaching, okay? Internet coaching. And that $10,000 afforded me 15 minutes one time a week with a coach, okay? That's the value of this stuff. And all that's asked of you is that you complete 1 credit worth of offers in order to gain access to all of this training. There are people in Europe, in Africa, all around the world that don't have the ability to complete offers, and we do have a system in place now to help qualify these people. But basically, when they first come to us, they would pay hundreds, if not thousands, for a system like this. So that gives you the value of what you're getting basically for free or very minimal cost. You know, some of the offers back there, personally, I had to pay in order to join this program because I had already done all the free offers under another program that'll go nameless at this point, but has the initials of Z and Z. And if you've ever heard of them, you know what I'm talking about. I'm kind of stalling here because okay, here we go. So I had done offers with this other company, so I ended up having to spend $60 just to qualify because I didn't have any free offers available to me. Did I feel that I was ripped off? Did I feel that you know, I wasn't getting my money's worth? Absolutely not. I would have paid 100 times that, 500 times that, in order to get access to a system like this, and most importantly, my sponsor, who actually did return calls and did give me their phone number and work with me one-on-one as long as I needed. And that's, you know, that's what's being provided today, at least from this team, the Totally Empowered team. I know everyone who's a sponsor here calls their people back, provides their phone number on all of their correspondence, and truly cares about people and tries to help them to the best of their ability. Now, that doesn't mean we'll do it for you, but we will provide you with guidance and help you find the answers as best as we can, okay? Always keep in mind that this is your business and you're ultimately responsible for its success. So you don't have to wait for your sponsor to be available to ask a question. Chances are, if you have a question, it can either be answered through a Google search, a YouTube search, or by the Mastermind Facebook group that's available right here. Okay, and all you have to do is sign up for it, be accepted, and now you've got hundreds of people waiting to help you. Okay, so all this is in place not only with Automated Wealth Network, but Instant Payday Network as well. So that, in a nutshell, is the free/low-cost portion of this sales funnel. And let's be perfectly honest. There are pieces in this sales funnel that a lot of people are confused by, and mainly, I wanted to let me just point out here. You can get to the account. Here's your MCF login. This is something that I really like. Is everything is available right from the control panel here. I forgot to mention that before. Okay, so here's your MyCash Freebies account, where all of your signups are going to show up, and the current status of them. How far along they are in the process, et cetera, et cetera. This is where all the team hangouts are stored, and some additional articles and additional training is available there, and then the blog is coming soon. but the blog currently, pretty much the same information that's going to be included on the blog can be found in the Mastermind Facebook group. Okay. So I'm not going to go through everything here. You should be familiar with this if you've qualified, and if you've set this up, you should already be pretty familiar with this. The piece I wanted to point out as well that you shouldn't ignore is the Power Lead system. Okay, the Power Lead system, there's some confusion as to what this is. And basically, what the Power Lead system is a complete office suite. And by that I mean you can set up your own sales funnel for Automated Wealth Network, Power Lead system itself, and Power Network. Any company that you decide you want to promote, you can set up a custom funnel. And if you remember just a few minutes ago, I said I was talking about having a bridge page between your capture page and the Automated Wealth Network sales funnel that your signups are going to be presented with. And that's the, those are the videos that Tim guides people through to get them qualified with My Cash Freebies. One thing that they teach, that the top marketers on the internet teach, is how important the importance of a bridge page is. And a bridge page is simply like a 2 or 2.5 minute video that appears between your capture page, where people put in their name and their email address, and the final training funnel to get people qualified via My Cash Freebies. And what that does is generally you'll appear for 2 or 2.5 minutes. What I did was I thanked everyone for signing up, joining me in Automated Wealth Network, and the value of joining this system, and the value that they were going to get, and then I introduced him as the next person they were going to see. And that does two things. Number one, what it does is let me get back to this. Screen share, stop. Okay, and what that did was it put my face before Tim's, because this is going to be my business. And I want people to identify with me and contact me and know my face more than they know Tim or Michael's face, because I'm the person I want them to contact. I'm the person that I want, I'm going to be helping them on a one-on-one basis. So I want them to know what I look like. I want them to know that I'm a real person, and that provides reassurance that this is not just another business in a box like you would find on JVZoo or ClickBank, that this is a real, it's a real business, it's a real thing that basically it reiterates everything I've just said in my YouTube video. I'm a video marketer, and chances are if you're on my team, you met me through one of my YouTube videos, and the bridge video, the bridge page, basically introduces me in a one-on-one, face-to-face situation with the prospect or the sign-up. So it's very important that if you don't have a bridge page, put one up. And the best place to do that, whoops, oh, I need to go back into screen sharing. The best place to do that is through the Power Lead system, because here the Power Lead system is an amazing it's an amazing product that not only can you use as a tool in your business, but you can sell it and make commissions from it. Okay, and it's basically the back end of Automated Wealth Network at this point. Okay, you can create your bridge pages, you can create landing pages, you can create entire sales funnels with this, and not only that, the way I got introduced to this and the extreme power of what this can do was I wanted to set up a funnel that included Automated Wealth Network, Power Lead System, and Empower Network, because those are the three systems today that I believe in the most, and that I, as the person that I am, want to represent and want to sell. They're the ones that I believe in. They're the ones that have done well by me, not only monetarily, but in all of the in the 2.5 years that I've been an internet marketer, what I call an internet marketer, those are the systems that have guided me and made promises to me, and not only met those promises, but far exceeded them, anything that they promised. And that's just kind of a convoluted way of me saying I believe in them, and I would sell these to my mother. That's how much I believe in them. They're not scams. I've tested them myself. I believe, I just have a lot of faith in them. Anyway, the point is that I wanted to build a funnel that included Automated Wealth Network, Power Lead System, and Empower Network. Currently, there is no such funnel. So I got in touch with my sponsor. I said, how would I do that? She pointed me to the training site, and this is where people get a little confused. They don't know this exists. If you hover over training and then go to the training area and click on that, you guys are seeing this, right? This is where you come to and you create an account, and I've already done that, so I'm not going to do it here, but this is the actual training system for the Power Lead system. This is where you get into the real meat and potatoes of what the Power Lead system can do. I'm going to click on Login here, and it'll come up eventually. And let me make sure I fill in the right thing here. And it says, welcome to the Power Lead system. Watch this video. Okay. What you want to do is you want to click on System Video. And this is where I have no idea why they called it System Video. I have no idea why they put all of the resources under something called System Video. They just did. So you're basically going to go from the Power Lead system. The first pages, you're going to click on the training area, and then find your way to the System Video. And this is where all of the advanced training is on how to create multiple funnels. Now, I was saying how I got introduced to the power of this system. What I wanted to do, when I got to the point where I was setting up the funnel for Empower Network, I thought I was going to have to create everything from scratch, okay? And what I did was, through what I learned through the videos, I'm not going to go through it all here because I don't have time here. I'm just saying that you have this available to you as a member of Automated Wealth Network. I went back after watching the videos that I needed to, the modules that I needed to, the multiple funnels training that's back here. I went back to, bear with me just for a minute. Let me find it the quick way. I came back here after having learned everything, and I went to capture leads, and then lead capture pages, Power Lead System created. It says lead pages that they've created, and these are just templates, several templates that you can use, and you can actually change anything you want on these. Okay, let's say I select this. Well, what I did was, part of the process was put in the company that you want to represent, and I put in Empower Network. Now, keeping in mind that I was prepared to create an entire sales funnel for Empower Network. Well, when I entered Empower Network right here and put in that was the company I wanted to represent, I found out that there were 7 Empower Network sales funnels that people before me had already done that I could draw from. Okay? Now, I don't know what other companies are back there, but there are literally hundreds of companies that have already got sales funnels prepared for them, prepared for them by people that came before us. And that means that I had about 75 emails already done, sales, marketing emails, follow-up emails, and prospecting emails that people had already done that I could draw from and customize to my style and use in my new campaign. So right off the bat, 80% of the work was done for me. I was going to have a new capture page, right? Let's say I chose this one. A new capture page, which was going to go to a bridge page with a video on it. Okay, but this video here would be replaced by my personal one talking about Empower Network or whatever company it was applicable to. This would be tied into my autoresponder, and then this page would go to whatever Empower Network funnel I wanted to hook it into automatically. That's all done right here, folks. Okay, and it's all basically already done for me, at least with Empower Network. And from what I saw, again, let me reiterate, there are literally hundreds of MLM companies already done back there. So basically, I was set on about a week's worth of work that had just been pared down to maybe 6 hours, tops, probably 2 hours, because I wasn't going to do that much customization. And that's really it in a nutshell. That is what finally explained to me the power of the system. And I guess that's why they call it the Power Lead system, because not only can you create websites, not only can you create capture pages, not only can you create landing pages, but it's already got everything you need for a custom sales funnel. And the beauty of that is, as with any marketing, whether it be online or offline, the important thing that you're selling, the thing you want your prospects to identify, is not necessarily your company, not necessarily what you're selling, but they want to buy you. That's what you're ultimately selling. You're selling yourself, and you're selling your knowledge, your reassurance, and your guarantee that you are going to take them and help them achieve the level of success, not only that they can achieve, but that they deserve. Okay? So ultimately, and I think, any successful salesperson from Zig Ziglar to, whoever, the key is selling yourself, and that's what Power Lead System does. And I didn't understand that probably until 2 weeks ago when I found this. So that's really Power Lead System in a nutshell. And the beauty on top of all of that, not only is it a tool, but it's something that you can sell and make money off of. And it has the commission structure is such that it provides you with that ever elusive, ever attractive residual income. And that means that once you sell it, you will continue to make money from it, even though you're not paying attention to it. And I don't know about you, but that's really what I wanted when I became an internet marketer. I wanted that residual income. That's the income that you make while you're sleeping. That's the income you make while you're skiing in Vermont. That's the income you make when you're visiting, mom out in Kansas or whatever. But honestly, that's what everyone. There we go. That's what the beauty of internet marketing is residual income. And Power Lead System has so many tools in it. I really can't get into all of them tonight because we are limited by time. Maybe Pete can go a little further with it than I did. But the fact of the matter is, the Automated Wealth Network, that's that entire funnel. All of that is right in front of you right now. And they're tools that you can use, starting with the basic training and getting familiar with that, but taking that, more importantly, taking that training and applying it and taking massive action. Starting your first video. I'm a video marketer, so most of my marketing is done on YouTube. If that doesn't appeal to you, Facebook. Next week, hopefully, we're going to have some dynamite Facebook training by a guy who's really killing it these days with Facebook. He'll be a guest speaker. But there are, paid advertising, free advertising. There are all different kinds of ways to make money online, and you can make it all. It's all contained in the Automated Wealth Network sales funnel and the Power Lead System sales funnel. I didn't even get into the training that's available with Power Lead System. I mean, it's amazing. And the fact of the matter is, I've had this for several months, and I didn't even realize the power of it until I actually started rooting around and went to apply, take my own advice, take massive action with Power Lead System. I didn't even realize it until I actually started to exploit that and put it into action. So, that's basically what I wanted to cover tonight. Let you know that these things are available back there. They're all at your fingertips. If you'd only take advantage of them and start to take action and do this simple system exactly the way it's taught. That's I'm gonna cut it off there. I have one other announcement that I wanted to talk about, but I wanted to turn it over to Pete to see if he had anything else to add to this. Did you want to talk a little bit about the training or maybe the compensation that people can make from?
Yeah. I think you covered a lot. I can spend hours sharing and going through.
There's so much back there. I mean, it's unbelievable.
It's amazing. It's really
and the thing
I just took advantage.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was just saying that I took advantage of jumping on the training program alone, and there's so much YouTube training. There's like a long series of YouTube training that she goes through, in so many different details. How much more you can promote your YouTube channel alone, and there's additional so much different training that I've never seen before, and they simplify everything for you. I mean, before I came across PLS, I went to try to create my own capture page, and oh my God, it was like building a website, talking to support every day, trying to set it up properly, getting the HTML code in there so it attaches to your domain. It was like building a house from the bottom up, and PLS has it for you. It's all hooked up. All you have to do is put in your domain name, tweak it, and bam, you have a capture page. All you have to, if you want to have your own hosting company or join like Aweber or GetResponse and have your own autoresponder, they already have the email list for you. All you have to do is copy and paste them, and you're done. I mean, they have all the companies, all the major companies that are out there, like Chuck mentioned, that they're already set up to promote them. As soon as somebody from those companies joins PLS, it can reward them in so many ways. So that's why it's going to be so easy to promote PLS, because it's a standalone network that you can do very good with, but it can also be a really powerful funnel for like Empower Network or any other company or network out there. So if anybody's running a business out there, they can benefit from this. If somebody's new to online marketing, they can benefit to this. I joined PLS and went all in just for the fact that I didn't want to pass out any commissions, because when you join Automated Wealth Network and somebody joins Power Lead System and you're not a part of Power Lead System, that commission gets passed on to your sponsor, right? So I didn't want to lose those commissions, so I went all in shortly after, because Automated Wealth Network, I took advantage of that training and started making some money with that. So I invested into Power Lead System. And let me tell you guys, 2 weeks, it's been less than 2 weeks, and I got my money back. I had enough people starting to join and go in there from Automated Wealth Network. And all I was doing is promoting Automated Wealth Network. So Automated Wealth Network works as a funnel for PLS, or you can promote it as a standalone company, and it has all those capture pages. It has a lot of cool things. I mean, you know how you can put those images on Facebook? It allows you to put an image straight from PLS and upload whatever image you want, and when they click on the image, it takes them straight to your system. So you're not just putting out pages or pictures that are pointless, right? They can click on it without you having to put a link. So it looks professional, and it directs them right where you want them to go. And that's what PLS is. It already has everything for you. It has those latest tactics and those latest, working funnels for you. All you have to do is say, I want it to say this, edit, tweak it, put it in any social network, and Facebook, all the social platforms out there recognize PLS automatically, so it looks attractive as a real professional authority ad. Okay, so you're not looking spammy or looking like a newbie who's trying to promote their link. So it's really great. I really enjoy. I'm still learning the system because there's so much. I mean, I think a year from now I'll still be learning how much they have back there, but that's the power of it. It just, there's more than you need. I mean, all you have to do is invest into it once, and it takes away from you having to join different websites where you make your own capture page, try to build your own email lists, try to make additional ads or picture ads or anything really, funnels, tracking, you name it. They have it all in there, guys. So that's, I think I'm just gonna cut it off there because it's a long discussion on how deep you can go into it. I was gonna actually screen share and show more about it, but there's really no point. I think Chuck did a great job at basically presenting all the main facts of it, and the training alone I think it's worth thousands because when you see that money start coming into your account, that's what it's worth to you, right? So.
Yeah, there's really some in-depth Facebook training back there. There's some paid traffic training back there. That builds on what AWN has taught. It goes much further. But the other thing I wanted to point out is that this is a very affordable. Power Lead System is not expensive. When you compare it to say some of the other products out there. To go all in is not a big investment. And the fact is that once you invest in yourself and your business, say by going all in with Power Lead System or going all in with Empower Network, the fact of the matter is you need to stay there, and not jump around. So when you invest in something like Empower Network or Power Lead System, don't think of it as putting, as spending a ton of money or something. That's going to be your business, and that's the final investment that you're going to make in your business for a long time. So, I think a lot of times we get stuck in this, because we provide a free business at the front end. People get stuck in this, everything's got to be free, and the fact of the matter is that you shoot yourself in the foot if you maintain that mentality. You have to at some point, and I'm not saying right at the very beginning when you're broke and you're just getting started, and you're not even sure if AWN is going to work for you, but there comes a time in your business when you have to invest in yourself and your business. And I can think like I said, I spent tens of thousands of dollars when I was first trying to learn how to make money online, and I landed on Empower Network and Power Lead Systems. And I'm not, I don't have to spend any more money on anything that I don't want to, because I know that these are what's going to be my bread and butter for a long time to come. So, I know PLS was very confusing for me for a long time, and it's only been recently that I've actually cracked open the power of the system as a product. But what Pete said was critical. If you don't own it, and someone comes in to AWN and joins Power Lead System, and you don't own it, that commission is going to go right by you, and it's going to go to your sponsor or the next person in your line that is invested in it. And one thing's for sure, if I'm committed to something like AWN and Power Lead System, I don't want to pass any commissions on to anybody but me. Not because I'm cheap or anything like that, but it's because I earned that lead, therefore I should be compensated for it. And I hope you have the same attitude and the same feeling for yourself, that you brought that lead in. That's your lead, therefore you should be fully compensated for that lead. And one other thing I wanted to add is, like, I'm not an HTML coder. I'm not a web page builder. Glenn will be the first one to tell you that. But guys like Glenn and Doss, do you have your hand up? Yeah, I was going to say guys like Glenn and Doss build web pages for a living. So they may see the value of something like the Power Lead System for somebody like me. The fact of the matter is that everything is based on templates in PLS, but everything in those templates, all the way back to the picture, the capture page background is fully customizable, and you can swap it out, move it to another page, do whatever you want. Everything is customizable. So that's the real value of it. One last thing that I wanted to say that's going to be available. After many months of preparation and many months of working on it and being affiliated with it, within the next few days, High Traffic Academy is going to be available through the team here. That's Vic Stryzuz's traffic training program. It is by far the best traffic training system that I have ever been exposed to. I have been involved with that for 2 years. High Traffic Academy 2.0 is about to be released. I'm a certified partner with Vic, so you'll be hearing a lot about that over the coming weeks. And if you High Traffic Academy is definitely for the serious marketer. Becoming involved with High Traffic Academy opens up many doors and many paid traffic vendors that are usually reserved for the big guys. Okay, and that's going to be available to members of this team here. So that is about to be released. I'm really excited about it. I've been involved with it probably since last November, and Vic has been saying it's coming, it's coming, it's coming, and finally it's here. So everything is in place, and I'll be making that available to people here, and you'll be learning more about that. I did want to fit that in. I did want to fit a plug-in. Also, there has been an offer up on over here to join our AWN team. I want to tell everybody that that is my link. If you were brought here by someone else, or you were affiliated with someone else, or was first introduced to AWN, please get in touch with that person. If you've already filled out that form to join our group, please shoot me an email and tell me who brought you here, okay? And I will refer you to that person, because again, you would be their lead, and that person deserves to be fully compensated for bringing you here. I just wanted to be sure that there was an opportunity for people to join the Automated Wealth Network who might not have joined up to this point, maybe kind of been sitting on the fence, not having made a decision. With all of that having been said, that's a lot of information. I hope this was of value to you. It wasn't our typical nuts and bolts webinar team meeting, and that's mainly because a lot of us are getting tired of those. We're saying the same thing over and over, and it's getting boring, and people are not showing up as much as they used to because we're doing the same thing over and over. But all of that having been said, it is that hour. If there is something you would like us to cover in a webinar in the future, next week, the week after that, please shoot your sponsor an email, shoot me an email, let us know what you'd like covered, and we will be sure to devote at least a piece of a webinar to it. But we're always looking for topics to cover and things to talk about that won't bore people to tears, or that can be of value to you. That having been said, is there anything else anyone would like to add? We didn't get to pull anybody from the audience. Maybe we'll be able to do that next week.
Yeah, and I just wanted to say a couple more things. It's really, I really like our group, and it's, I hope nobody takes for granted how much valuable this is to have a team, because everybody here on the screen has, bought some kind of other products and probably spent a lot of money on other different systems that did not really work for them. I know Chuck did. I know I did. I can really relate to him. I spent, I think, almost $5,000 on a life coach that was calling me once a week for just like 15 minutes. And in just 3 months' time, all we got to was roughly how I'm going to make my website. And it was like, it would take a year just to build some kind of system or a website or
drop shipping, right? Drop shipping, right?
Something like that. It was all about creating your own website, picking a product you want to sell, and it was like, oh my goodness. But the point is, yeah, so what's awesome is we're able to go through all of that, and we're just offering the best converting systems that we're actually having success with. That's what's great. And I actually benefit a lot from that, from everyone else on here too, because, you know, I joined one system and, you know, it started to do a little good for me, and then I was introduced to all these other conversions and all these other systems because from what the success the team here was having too. So we're really helping each other, and you guys are awesome for attending this webinar, for those of you who did join. And we have some exciting stuff coming, so stay tuned.
Yeah.
I'd like to say that to everybody that's on the call tonight, don't be afraid. As soon as you get the link to the webinar for that night, be sure and copy and send out an email to your list, the people that are on your list, because we definitely want this to be a team effort. So if anybody on your team, anybody that's on your email list that you'd like them to learn a little bit more, because the more your team knows, the more money you're going to make. That's why we're all out here to help each other, so we'll all make money together. So as soon as you get the link, Chuck, you can't get it but about 24 hours or so ahead of time. So I know most of us on the panel, as soon as Chuck sends us the link, we immediately take that and send it out to our list. So please go ahead and do that to your list as well. You can get them out here and get them out here, because we'd like to have 100 people on this call.
Absolutely. We're not doing this just for us. The idea is that you can use this as a tool to recruit your own people, maybe people sitting on the fence that don't, aren't sure that they want to join this. And the other reason we do this is to assure you that we are real people. You're not alone in this, and it gives us at least one night a week where we can get together with associates and people that we work with on a daily basis, and just reassure you that you're not alone, and that we're here to help you, and we're all going through the same things, maybe not at the same time, but to provide some sort of contact. I mean, internet marketing can be a lonely business, and we don't want you to feel that way. We want you to know that there are people out there to help you, and we are real people, and we're doing the best we can. So, anybody else? All right. If there's nothing else, I'd like to thank everyone for attending and for tuning us in. We'll be here next week at the same time. Not the same channel, but we will be here at the same time. Please be sure that you pass the links along. Tell your people that, maybe tomorrow when you're talking to somebody, next Thursday there's going to be a webinar. Hey, join my team, and I'll hook you up. And also, please don't forget to send us your ideas and requests for future topics. We can always use them. Thanks, everybody, for being here tonight. Have a great week. Make a lot of money, and take care of yourself. God bless. Good night.
Good night.
Cheers.